What's up, everybody? How you doing? Come on in. Have a seat. Maybe fix yourself a cup of tea. You want me to fix it? Oh, come on. Make yourself at home. Okay. Okay. I have a little topic here that it's about what is Antifa and what is fascism? And what does one have to do with the other? Well, I can explain that. Antifa just means anti-fascism. It's it's just a thing. It's not an organization. You know, it's just people who are against fascism. They prefer a democracy government, not a fascist government. And that's all it is. So, when you shouldn't get attacked or trampled on or arrested or being called a terrorist or anti American or hating America just because you're against fascism. Actually, we fought wars over that. You remember World War I and especially World War II? You know, Mussolini, Hitler, those were fascist. So I guess you could say I'm Antifa. Yeah, I am that I am. I am, I said, to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am, I cried. I am, said I. Okay, that's enough. I can't sing. uh, mm, excuse me. A frog in my throat, a phlegm in my throat. Okay, that's one talent I never did have, a singing voice. I've had a multitude of other gifts and talents uh, that I was luckily born with, but singing isn't one of them. Even though I'm a Taurus. Now, Tauruses are supposed to have good singing voices. Good voices. Okay, you got like Barbara Streisand, Cher, um, let's see, who else? There's a whole lot more. Um, Shirley MacLaine, um, Lucille Ball. Uh, I was saying there's another one. Oh, I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it later, of course. Um, and she used to have a TV show on every week. What is her name? I can see her face. Okay, let's move on. Okay, but anyway, back to the subject. Antifa is not a bad thing. Just like being woke isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing. Everybody should be woke. It means awake. Did you ever hear of the awakening? Yeah. And it's time for everybody to wake up and smell the coffee. Yeah. So, not only am I woke, but I'm Antifa also. If you want to put a label on it, you know, it, it's not that I'm, crazy or wanting to label myself as something, but I just hear all this crap. These lying liars who know they're lying about it, but they do it anyway just to push your buttons, just to give you the wrong impression and the wrong information. This is what they do. You know, it, it's political. It's so political. But you don't need to believe everything that one side is saying about the other side. And it's like another thing. Well, like a Democrat, they put you under an umbrella of, like, you're evil, so therefore you deserve to be hated because you're supposed to hate evil. They're not evil, they're just people. You got your dark side and your light side, and it's a choice. You can either choose to believe the lie and the false accusations and dive into the darkness, or you can choose to not see that other people, your friends and your neighbors and your uh, are evil. I don't see the opposition, the MAGA people as evil. They're not really evil. Well, some of them are just mean, uh, and some of them are just brainwashed. They've had so much crap fed to them and put in their minds to where uh, they've got a firewall. In other words, nothing else can come in but this message that they have gotten from media. Like the false Fox News, which really isn't about the news. It's about brainwashing you. So, but anyway, that's just my opinion. That's my perspective. That's how I see it. The big picture. You got to look at the big picture. You got to look at more than one source. Yeah, I don't look at just one source. I want to see what's being said from you know everybody. You know, it's good to be informed. And then think about it And also realize that you're being lied to. You know, we're all being lied to all the time. Gaslighted, lied to. There is one gift that I do have. I can spot a lie most of the time a mile away. I mean, I can tell when I'm being lied to. I got a neighbor here who sometimes we'll run into each other and he'll say something and come out with this story, this. And I know he's lying. I mean, I just know it. I mean, and I go, yeah, oh, well, good for you. That's great, And, I don't tell him to his face. I know you're lying. But I know what I'm being lied to. Most of the time. Nobody knows, 100% of the time because some people are really super good at, telling lies. They can, it's what con men do. I mean, they're great at, spewing out that they, stuff. They just have a talent. Some people just have a talent for uh, being so dishonest that, you know, they can fool you. They're really good at it. Yeah, that's what makes them a con. Yeah, you gotta watch out for them. Okay, I guess this is long enough. So, just be aware. Just wake up. Be woke. And I hope be Antifa. I hope you're for democracy and freedom. You know, the American values and the American way of life, and not fascism. I'll add a definition of what fascism is and take a look at it just in case you don't know. I mean, a lot of people don't know. I remember back, well, years and years ago when I was married to my third husband, he taught me a lot about politics and stuff. Because I didn't know. I didn't know the difference between what a Republican was and what a Democrat was. I mean, when it came to politics, I was like ignorant. And he explained to me about that, what fascism was. And that's another thing that they want to call Democrats communists. Look that up too, because that's not a thing here, you know. That's not something you have to worry about. No, I don't think there's any true communists on the planet because most of them are just like dictatorships, and that's not what communism is. Communism is about, it's more centered around, a larger like community owned, companies and stuff like that. Which I don't know. Just look it up, and there's books out there and stuff. You know, you can read up on stuff. Educate yourself. Remember that video I did about how important education is? Yeah, it's the key. You got to educate yourself. Just don't go believe in everything and anything just because you trust the source. Because maybe you shouldn't be trusting the source. You should trust yourself. Let yourself be the source. You know, that's what this is for. Okay, I guess I got on my soapbox again. I guess I'm done. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't offend anybody because that's not my intent. I don't intend to offend. I just intend to enlighten, to share. Or maybe it's just my opinion, you know. Take it or leave it, you know. You can take it or leave it. It doesn't matter. Because you are who you are, just like I am who I am. And that's fine. As long as we be yourself. Yeah. Okay. I love you. Take care of yourself. And be good, be kind, and love one another. And don't forget about that golden rule. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Right? That was a good one. I learned that when I was just a little kid. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye bye. Come back and see me again. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all that stuff, okay? Okay. Bye bye. Subscribe and like. Thank you. Thanks for watching.